Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review. I'm having one of these Ritas and things will get interesting tonight, or at least as interesting as you can at my age. So tonight's Nightcap and review is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about a book I recently DNF'd, Living Legend by Allie Shante. Now, I did DNF this book at 37%. This was the author's debut novel, and I want to applaud any author for putting themselves out there and writing a book that's always to be commended, and applauded. I could never imagine doing that. Plus, I have no story or characters to ever talk about. But so what I want to say is that reading is subjective and not every book is for every reader, or sometimes it's the right book at the wrong time. Now, reading this book, I saw no issues with the author's writing style or the character development or anything. There were a lot of elements I liked that were in this book, so that strongly leads me to believe that this was the right book at the wrong time. And rather than force myself to read the book, hating it and not wanting to read the rest of the series, I decided it's best to right now DNF the series, like I said, at about 37%. What I like to do is keep track of all the books I DNF, especially ones for this reason, and whenever I get a chance, I like to go over the list and see if any sound interesting that I want to hop back into. So this is a series I think I will revisit at a later time. It had angels, demons, it had a strong female main character, it had a kind of stoic, I think he's also kind of described as a cinnamon roll angel. I kind of like that she was the more morally gray one and he was the one kind of being the straight-laced. I just thought that was very interesting and I was very compelled to want to read this book. Now, I will say I downloaded this book off of KU, but this was all done in preparation to be on the ARC team for the second book. I've reached out to the author, and we both agree I obviously can't read the second book and be on the ARC team at this time because I need to read the first book, and I am unable to at this time. But that's okay. Like I said, I plan to write this book down and revisit later. But I still want to encourage other people to give this book a try. Like I said, this just may be the book that I love later down the line and is just not the book for me right now. So I strongly encourage people to give this book a try. So here's what the book is about. Because I did fully finish the book, I don't want to just go off my thoughts of what this book is because it would not be accurate. So this book is about she has been called from her place in the darkness to aid the side of good in the last place she wanted to be. Dani, groomed by Lilith herself, has long been spreading horror in the murk of purgatory. She never asked to be summoned to Heaven's Gate and never expected to be charged with the stubbornly attractive angel Nicholas as her partner. Though with a face like his to look at, Dani's not about to complain. The lines between good and evil are shifting. Dani discovers that lurking in her familiar darkness are secrets that she would never have guessed at and doesn't understand. Now she must ask herself, who is a demon supposed to trust? He'll have to join forces with the last entity he expected, but sometimes true loyalty lies in the most unexpected places. Nicholas is a sentry angel yet to actually see combat. So it comes as a surprise when he's summoned by the highest angelic executive. The bigger shock is being forced to rally together with an alluring demon he can't get out of his head. But as alliances are tested, Nicholas discovers a lot is hiding between the boundaries of good and evil. Side by side, Nicholas and Dani must fight the unknown in whatever form it takes. So the author does have the trigger list listed on her website, so make sure to give it a read. As I mentioned, I was going to be on the second book's ARC team, which was Legendary. That book will be available March 4th. It is an ongoing series, so you do have to read them in order. They are not standalone. So if book one sounds interesting to you, give it a chance. Don't take my DNFing it as any indicator as to the quality of this book. It is, again, probably just a me issue and not a book issue. Reading is very much subjective. I will say, when I was discussing this with the author, she let me know that book three's ARC team will probably be opening up soon. I, of course, will not be able to sign up at this time, but when she posts a video letting everyone know about ARC signups, I will make sure to post that on my ARC Sunday, so keep an eye out. But you will have to read book one, which is available on KU, and book two in order to read book three. So give these books a chance, support your indie authors, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.